Big Ten football. Doesn't get any better than this. The run up, the approach, and the kick by Nienberg. It's a line drive that Ochoa takes 3 yards deep in the end zone, and a wise decision. And so Brian wants to redeem himself today. Here's the snap, and they run a fake reverse. They give the ball to Russell, and he's going to be dropped in the backfield. A 5-yard loss. Chandler on 2nd and 13. The give is to Russell. He's dropped for 2 more yards, going the wrong way. The tight end is Eric Jensen. He lines up on that left side too. On the far hash, the give is to Cervantes, the fullback. He's going nowhere, maybe a yard. Got to Cervantes first. Here's Bradley's fielding of the snap from center, and he lobs a nice high punt to the 40-yard line. Michigan has the punt returner run into. The Hawks pick it up, but whistles are blowing.
He's waiting for the fans to kind of die down with their yelling a little bit.
3 wideouts to the right side. They pitch it to Perry to the short side of the field. He runs through a hole, has big yardage, 8-9 yards. Not a good start on either side of the ball for the Hawkeyes. The offset eye, they give it to Perry. No, play action. Navarre throws it down the middle of the field, and it is caught and then dropped to the right side, including the tight end Massaquoi. 1 running back. Here's a quick slant, incomplete over the head of the intended receiver for the Wolverines, Jason Avant. Backup quarterback Matt Gutierrez will hold, and they run a fake field goal and try to punt it in the coffin corner, and it's a good punt out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Iowa goes with 2 tight ends and single receivers either way. Russell tries the left side, nothing there. Now goes over the middle, bangs off a couple of tacklers, and got 4 very tough yards from a sold-out Kinnick Stadium and homecoming. Russell over the right side, runs out of 1 tackle, gets up to the 13, maybe the 14-yard line. Hawks again run a 2 tight end set. They go with a quick snap count. Michigan run blitz and knocks Russell down in the background. They went with 2 tight ends, and Bradley will punt it away from his own end zone, and he lobs another high kick toward midfield. Breston, excuse me, calls for a fair catch, and Michigan has won the battle of the field position, who's averaged less than 50 yards a game the last 2 years against Iowa, but got 9 on the first carry of the day. Has it again as he runs over the left side, squirts through a hole. 3 wideouts. In motion is Edwards. Navarre looking that way, left to right, over the middle, and finds Braylon Edwards. He's tackled immediately at the 46, a short gain. They wing Perry to the right side, empty backfield, 3 wideouts. They run a reverse, a flanker reverse to Breston. He's got the first down. Back to pass Navarre. He comes to the opposite side, the weak side, and hits his man in stride. That's a quick slant. 2 touchdowns last week against Indiana. They run the draw to Perry. He's looking for blockers. Not much. He squirts down to the 26. 2nd and about 7. Massaquoi, the tight end, in motion. They fake the throw right, come back, or left, come back to the right. Tried to set up the screen to Perry. Navarre, longer count, back to pass. Looking left, now fires over the middle. It's caught at the 7. It'll be 1st and goal, Michigan. Twin tight ends for the Wolverines. One of them, Massaquoi, goes in motion. They run up the middle with Perry. He's into the end zone. That's a Michigan touchdown. Big hole over the left side, and Michigan has fired the opening salvo out of the hold of Gutierrez, the backup quarterback. Here's the snap, the spot, and the kick is right through. 7-0 Michigan. He is so good, and he can move the pitches around.
Right.
All right, Tom, hang on. Tom Arnold, as we watch Michigan kicks off, and Ochoa will do a touchback. Michigan came in here with a chip on its shoulder after that 34-9 pasting of a year ago by the Hawkeyes in Ann Arbor. Here's Chandler back to pass on 1st down. Wants it all, and he's got Ochoa wide open, but he overthrew him. Ochoa sold the short route and went up top, and he was wide open. And Jensen for the Hawkeyes, a couple receivers, and on play action, Chandler rolls right. Now he runs back to the left. Nobody's open. He's going to try and run for positive yardage and gets back to the line of scrimmage. Iowa will face 3rd down and 10. 3rd down and 10 for the Hawkeyes. They need a conversion here. Back to pass is Chandler. Pumps, now goes up top and overthrows the receivers again. But those 2 pass plays in this series were wide open, and Chandler just couldn't get it to the receiver. Here comes Bradley's punt. He's been the busiest man here in the opening quarter. Breston makes the catch and then is drilled immediately by Bob Sanders. He went backwards 5 yards.
That was good.
So Navarre is exposed if that rush can get to him. Back to pass. He gets rid of it in a hurry. Over the middle, caught by Breston. And he's up near midfield. That'll be a 1st down, a gain of 12 or 13. Actually, a 13-yard gain. Navarre back to pass. Nope, they run the draw to Perry. Nothing inside. He goes outside, and he's got good room to the Iowa 46. That's a gain of nearly 5 with 5:50 to go first quarter. 7-0 Wolverines. Pass out front to Braylon Edwards. Left side wide open. The Hawks gave him a big cushion. That's close to a 1st down. Trying its best to adjust, has been unable to stop the Wolves. Here's Perry running through a big hole to the right side, and then he's upset by Bob Sanders, who filled the hole lightning quick, and down he goes for no gain. Breaston goes in motion. Navarre looks left, fakes, throws, come back to the right. Good blocking. Breaston slides through a hole, and then it closes down in a hurry as Considine drills him at the 35. What looked like another big gain. It's 3rd and 22.
Second.
Back to pass Navarre. He throws long up the far sideline. It is caught by Edwards at the 15-yard line. He actually came back for the pass. Not good coverage there by Antoine Allen, as Allen was beaten by a step or two. Somebody's got to get in there and get to him. He's back to pass again. Looks left, fakes that way, comes over the middle, wide open in the end zone. Braylon Edwards. And it's an easy touchdown of 14 yards. Navarre to Edwards. I mean, he was wide open. As Garrett Rivas is on for his second point after try. It's up and it is good. So Michigan has quieted this homecoming crowd big time. It's 14-0. Hawkeyes the receiving end of another kick. It's Ochoa bringing it out of the end zone this time, 2 yards deep. He's across the 15, the 20, up the near sideline, 25, and racked out of bounds. That sure looked like another late
15.
hit.
They're going to give it.
Oh, they did throw a flag.
Yeah,
okay.
Flags are coming.
Ramon says, I'm going to try and make something happen. But here are the Hawks, 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's a throw on first down off play action, caught by Townsend across midfield. He's at the Michigan 45. May have the first down. Kept his feet about him with a Michigan defender hanging all over him. And the young freshman from New Jersey showed me something there. Out of the eye again, slot receiver to the left for Nate Chandler. Ochoa's in the slot on the play action. He rolls back to his left this time. Throws to the middle of the field where tight end Eric Jensen makes the grab, loses his helmet as he's whacked down at the 25, but it is an Iowa first down.
And that was very good. The play action set that up, gave Nate Chandler a lot of time.
With their first serious threat here in the opening period, trying to answer back. Chandler rolls right again on play action, has a man out front. That's the fullback Cervantes. 20, 15-yard line, out of bounds at the 11 of Michigan. It'll be another Hawkeye first down. Chandler now looks much more cool, calm, and collected as he walks up to the center. Brian Ferentz takes a quick snap. Russell runs through a hole on the left side, closes down in a hurry. Offset eye is the formation. Cervantes the fullback, Russell's the tailback. Chandler with a quick 5-step drop, good protection, wings it to the left side, incomplete, but a penalty flag is thrown at the feet of tight end Eric Jensen. Shazor was all over him. Twin tight end set for the Hawkeyes, 1st and goal at the Michigan 6. Fake on the give to Russell. Chandler rolls right, looks, still looking into the end zone. Now he's going to tuck it away and run. He's at the 5-3 goal line. Is he over? Touchdown, Iowa! Touchdown, Iowa! 6-yard run for Nate Chandler. He was not going to be denied.
Oh, that is, he stretched out at about the 7-yard line, dove toward the goal line, and took the ball and hit the pylon with it. That's a touchdown.
It's a 7:37 coming in for a landing.
And he ran out of a tackle at about the 15-yard line. It could have been a loss.
Oh, I like the way he when he made the decision, though, to put the ball away, he saw that goal line and he said, get out of my way, because here I come. Chandler with a 6-yard run on the score. Hey, and this touchdown brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. Come in today and get your free schedule poster at Napa. Napa Auto Parts says, the All-American Nate Kading is on for the try for point after, and it's right through. Tommy Arnold's feeling better about himself now, huh?
Oh, I'm excited. Now I'm going to go down on the field. It's good.
Oh, the Hawkeyes are back within a touchdown. 14-7 Michigan for the touchdown. Here comes the run-up and the kick by Chandler into a breeze taken at the 3-yard line. 5-10 angling toward the near sideline, wrapped up and dropped by Chad Greenway, other than the one punt to start the game. Here's Navarre handing off on a slant to Perry. Cuts it back to the left. Now runs away from a couple of Iowa tacklers. Gets a block or two. He's across the 30 to the 35. What a heck of a run by Chris Perry.
Unbelievable.
Man, out of the eye. On play action, Navarre throws right, throws it into the ground, intended for Breaston. Incomplete. No tight ends. Navarre slants and hands off to Perry. He's looking for a hole on the left side, going nowhere. Grant Steen, the all-Big Tenor from Emmitsburg, warded off one blocker, reached out with his right arm, grabbed onto Perry's jersey, and would not let go.
They got a nickel package in.
Navarre back to pass. He's got 3 wideouts to choose from. Over the middle, it is caught wide open. It's Jason Avant. He's really hurt the Hawkeyes here in the first quarter, and he's necktied out of bounds at the Iowa 30. You mentioned earlier, there's no pass rush right now. Navarre has all the time in the world to stand back there and fire it away. They hand off to Perry on first down, and he's dragged out from behind by Derek Robinson. Navarre has his line down and ready to go. They run with an offset eye, and back to pass is Navarre. He swings it across the middle, and down goes Braylon Edwards after he makes the catch. And it's 14-7 Wolverines after 1. You're listening to Hawkeye Football. bunched together on the far side hash. Perry, the lone running back. Here come the Hawks. Good pressure, but Navarre gets it away. Lobs it to the end zone over the head of the intended receiver, Jason Avant. Good time for a block here. Here's the snap, the spot. The kick is line drive, sidewinding on the way. Hits the crossbar and goes over.
5 going, maybe even 6 on that 3rd and long.
Here comes the run up. It's a squib kick by Troy Nienberg, and it's picked up by Ramon Ochoa. Ochoa gets a great block. 25-30. Look out. 35-40. Cuts it to the near sideline. He's necktied near midfield. I don't know who threw that block downfield. Might have been George Lewis. But what a whale of a block it was. And that sprung Ochoa as he picked up the ground ball around the 10-12 yard line and returns it to midfield. Great field position for the Hawks early in the 2nd quarter. Michigan 17, Iowa 7. On play action, Chandler fires it left side, and Calvin Davis, who had broke the pattern off, had to come back, reach behind him, and made the catch for the Hawkeyes. Ochoa slotted to the right, and looking that way is Chandler, and he threw it right past the cage of Ramon Ochoa. This would be a momentum boost here. Single receivers right and left. Ochoa goes in motion. Out of the eye, back to pass is Chandler. Looks left, has his man wide open. Eddie, you called it. Davis one-on-one coverage with the cornerback Marcus Curry, and he beat him badly on a curl in. First down, Hawkeye. On the U.S. Bank scoreboard, Florida has defeated the Giants 7-6. Here's Russell on a slant off left tackle, cuts it back 30, 25-yard line of Michigan. Nearly a first down run of 10 for Freddie Russell.
And that's Freddie Russell at his best right there.
The Hawks have answered back with 7, and now a Michigan field goal before this Iowa drive. Here's Russell. Starts out left, curls it back to the right, gains 2 or 3 with Ochoa in the slot. Davis splits wide to the right. Here's Chandler on play action, back to pass, throws it to Cervantes, wide open, and he slipped and fell at the 18-yard line of Michigan. 3 yards shy of a first down. 17-yard line with 12 minutes to go in the 1st quarter. Here's a lob to the end zone for Chandler. It is caught. Touchdown, Iowa. No, they rule it incomplete now. Oh, he couldn't quite hang on to it. Out of the hold of David Bradley. It's a low snap. Kading gets it away, though. Plenty of distance, plenty of length, and it's right through. So the Hawkeyes match Michigan's field goal, and we're settling into a good football game here. Wolverines 17, Hawkeyes 10, 11:46 to go 2nd quarter. Yeah, it sure looked like it. Here comes the run up and the boot by Kading, and this one is heading south. Almost through the uprights into the seats. Now they run the offset eye. Here's the draw handoff to Perry. He runs into a swarm of black shirts. Matt Neibauer getting more snaps. Eddie was there first. No gain for Perry. Again, the strong side is to the right. Navarre's looking that way. Now comes back left over the middle, caught. And it's a foot race midfield. Avant runs out of one tackler. Sanders has the angle, and Bobby Sanders is going to get him out of bounds, but not before he gets to the Iowa 9-yard line. The big pass play again by Michigan, hurting the Iowa defense.
And that was just a curl pattern about right down the hash mark.
So Michigan knocking at the door again, already leading 17-10 with 10:51 to go first half. Here's Perry. Big hole momentarily over the left side, but it closes down in a hurry. Wide right is Braylon Edwards. Hawks got to get some pressure. Navarre back to pass on play action into the end zone, incomplete. I don't know if that would have been a catch anyway. Bob Sanders had ridden Edwards out of bounds, out of the offset eye. Navarre back to pass. Protection's good. He wings it to the right side over the head of Edwards again. The Hawkeyes have held. So here comes the try for the field goal from the 16. And this is just a chip shot for Rivas, and it's right through. He's 5 out of 7 on the year. Michigan gets the 3 back that Kading got a moment ago, but it could have been a whole lot worse. 9:58 to go 2nd quarter. It's Michigan 20 and the Hawkeyes 10. Minnesota 42, Northwestern 17, and Wisconsin 30, Penn State 23. Those are all finals. Here comes the kick and the run up and the approach, and it's fielded by Calvin Davis. It was a short kick into the wind. He brings it all the way out across the 40 to the 45. Iowa's starting to win the field position battle now.
Yeah, Michigan is really afraid of the Iowa return team.
On special teams, makes the stop on play action. Here's Chandler rolling out to his right, and Michigan barrels through and blitzes him to the ground way back at the Hawkeye 30-yard line. They were coming with a safety blitz for Iowa. Hawks go with 4 wideouts. Chandler tried to run a quarterback draw, and he's going to lose 5 more. Really, collectively, the Iowa offensive line not playing well at all. Back to pass is Chandler on 3rd and 28. Swings it to Cervantes out of the backfield. He's just trying to fight for any old kind of yardage to give David Bradley more punting room. Series. Here's a bad snap back, a one hopper, a one bounce snap back to Bradley. He gets it away at the 20-yard line. Preston is tackled immediately downfield for the Hawkeyes. Is that Marcus? Yeah, Miguel Merrick, excuse me. Michigan at its own 20. Navarre turns, hands off to Perry, tries to sweep the right side, gets to the corner, and just as he turned it, he was turned inside by Grant Steen, and then Babineau got him on the ground, a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8. Navarre on the draw, hands off to Perry, and he gains decent yardage across the 25 to the 27. Perry's the lone running back. Here's Navarre. They pitch it to Perry. He sweeps the short side of the field. He's going to get the 1st down, cross the 30 to the 34. Well, Michigan using a lot of trickery in the play calling today, a lot of misdirection. Dave Pearson, the 305-pounder. Snap count working its way down. Now Navarre sets up the screen to Chris Perry. He runs through a hole, gets up to near the 40. Hawks did a good job of defending that time. Bob Sanders over there. Hodge. Hawks need to stop here. Ball just shy of the 40. Back to pass Navarre. There's a throw right side, caught and then dropped by the tight end Massaquoi. Had it in his hands, and I think he tried to turn upfield before he looked the ball in. Considine was there. Michigan hasn't had to punt the ball a whole lot today. Here comes the first one, almost blocked. Boy, Greenway got in there. Hawks signal for fair catch, then get away from it. It goes out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. The Hawkeyes go back to work on 1st and 15. Chandler fakes on the give to Russell. Back to pass, good protection. Now swings it to Russell at the 15, but he's dropped immediately. Center Brian Ferentz snaps it right on his numbers. Chandler, good protection. Fires up the right sideline. Wide open is Calvin Davis. He takes a terrific shot, but he hangs onto the ball. Marlon Jackson put his helmet right in his chest, and Calvin Davis showed me something there. 27 yards and a Hawkeye 1st down at the Michigan 43. Here's Chandler bootlegging again out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. 45, 47-yard line. 2nd and 5 for Chandler and company on play action. Chandler flushed out of the pocket, rolls right now, lobs it up the sideline and out of bounds. 3rd and 5, almost 6. Chandler over the middle with a pass, incomplete. Threw it behind Eric Jensen, the tight end. Back in single safety formation is Steve Breston, and he is a good one. Here's a high, straight up in the air punt by Bradley. Fair catch called for by Breston. This is the worst field position by far for the Wolverines in the 1st half. They hand off to Perry, and he gets a big hole around left end across the 10 to the 12. Perry, the lone running back, 2nd down, 5 Michigan. He hands off to Perry. Playing off the block nicely was Matt Roth. He slows Perry down. 3rd down, call it a long 2, maybe 3. Now Navarre is going to throw. Looks to the short side of the field. Up the sideline it comes. Incomplete, deflected by Allen. I think the ball would have been out of bounds anyway. He's a little nervous about this one. He's got a long of 53. Here's the snap. The Hawks rush him, but he gets it away. And this is a beauty. Sends Ramon Ochoa back to his own 40. He surveys the landscape, comes right up the middle, midfield, cuts it to the near sideline, gets the corner turn, 35-30, out of bounds. No, he's still in bounds. Now he's chucked out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. The Hawks are cooking. 1st and 10, and we have a late flag coming in as Iowa, Chris Smith, and one of the Michigan punt coverage men got into a shoving match. Another major walk-off, half the distance to the goal after the personal foul on Michigan. Lamar Woodley gets credit for the tackle, but the Hawkeyes are in business. 1st and goal with single receivers right and left. Ochoa's to the wide side of the field. And looking that way is Navarre. Hits Ochoa on the quick slant. He's inside the 5 to the 4. Heck of a catch by Ramon Ochoa. The power formation, if you will, out of the eye. It's Cervantes and Russell in the backfield. Here's Navarre. Tries to pitch it to Russell, who gathers it in. He has nowhere to run, though, and he's going to be dropped for a 2-yard loss. A dangerous pitch by Navarre. He was hammered just as he let the ball go, and Freddie Russell had to do a little volleyball playing with himself. He patty kicked the ball into his midsection. After a loss of 2, the Hawkeyes at the Michigan 6. Clock down to 25 seconds to play 1st half. Chandler looks to the right corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! Calvin Davis!
Hey, did we talk about him in the pregame show? He needed to come up big today, and so far he has. Great job there of protection by the Iowa offensive line. Chandler had nobody near him.
And an excellent job by Chandler. He looked off the Michigan corner to the right side of the end zone. Davis on a slant toward the post. Chandler waited till he cleared, and there was nobody around Calvin Davis.
Yep, they brought the tight end in motion across the formation, and that changed the defensive set and the look. Somebody got mixed up, and we got 6 points.
Chandler did a great job of selling pass to the tight end, came back to Davis, and now Kading adds the extra point, and it's nearly a brand new ball game. Iowa trailing Michigan 20-17 with 19 seconds to go in the 1st half. First career touchdown catch by Calvin Davis, and kicked the ball toward the south end zone. Here it comes. It's a high end-over-end kick, and Breston, a yard deep in the end zone, going to bring it out. 5, 10, 15, runs through a hole, 20-yard line, still on his feet. Now is finally gang tackled at the 22. 20-17, and this crowd and we broadcasters are feeling a whole heck of a lot better about the Iowa attack now. The Hawks with a late touchdown after a good defensive stand. A late touchdown here in the first half. Chandler to Calvin Davis have crawled back to within 3. Happy 83rd to Bill. Also happy 70th birthday to Darrell Wyrick. Here comes the kick by Kading, and it's taken by Steve Breston a yard deep in the end zone. He's going to bring it out. 10, 15, 20, racked down at the 24 hard. With 30 minutes of football left, 20-17 Michigan. They run the draw to Perry to start the second half. He's turned back inside as he headed right and gains a yard, and we've got an injured Hawkeye.
That's McQuan Dawkins.
It's second down 9. Breston goes in motion from the slot, left to right. They're looking for him, and he dropped the pass. He heard Chad Greenway barreling down on him from the right side. To the left is Edwards. He goes in motion now. They have a slot receiver to the left. Navarre looks to the right, now comes back left, has Breaston at the 32, and he's drilled just as he caught the ball. Nowhere near the first down. He took a terrific shot from the right side corner. Antoine Allen. Ochoa with a great punt return to end the first half is standing back at his own 25. They run the fake punt. Now he does boot it away. They showed fake punt, and the kick bounds at the Iowa 30 and rolls dead at the 28-yard line. First and 10 Hawkeyes. Back to pass. Navarre pump short to the right. Now he looks long. Now he uncorks and lets it go for Ochoa, and it's incomplete. Fans are yelling for interference on the Michigan defenders, but Nate didn't have a whole lot on that pass. He's lucky it wasn't picked off. Chandler has twin receivers to the right, single receiver to the, to the left, single receiver to the right. Here's Freddie Russell trying to get the corner turned and can't do it. He's dragged down from behind by Carl Diggs. Hawks are up to the line now, ready to go on third down and almost 12. And Michigan blitzes. Hawks pick it up. Chandler over the middle has Calvin Davis. He takes a terrific shot from Marlon Jackson, well short of the first down. Breston, standing back at his own 23, will field this punt from David Bradley. And he rockets another high wobbler. Breston fields it at the 25. Has some running room. Upfield he comes. Runs out of a couple tackles and is dropped at the 29, just shy of the 30-yard line as the Hawks get him covered up. 11:50 to go. Third quarter. Massaquoi, the tight end, goes in motion. Navarre pitches back to Chris Perry. Turns the corner and squirts through a hole up to the 40. Gain of almost 5 for Michigan. Second down 5 for Michigan across the Michigan 40 to the 41. Navarre hands off, straight ahead running for Perry, and he gains a yard as he hops through right guard and tackle. Long count by Navarre. He turns, pitches it to Perry, tries to get the corner turned and does. Has the first down, I think, right at the chains. Roth giving chase down the line of scrimmage. Michigan first and 10 at its own 47-yard line. On play action, Navarre straight back to pass. Now he's flushed out of the pocket. Roth has a fumble. Fumble, and the Hawkeyes, I think, have it, or they had it for a moment. Howard Hodges and Matt Roth banged into each other as Roth stripped the ball, and Iowa couldn't come up with it. Michigan regains it.
Big old lineman plopped down on top of it, but that's the first time they've really gotten to Roth and shook him up.
Navarre in the shotgun. 4 wideouts for Michigan.
They're coming again.
No running backs blitz. He gets rid of the ball. Almost picked off right in the gut of Bob Sanders. He was watching Edwards on a slant. That Iowa defense turns the heat up a little. Slot receiver to the left. 3 wideouts for Michigan on third down and 17. Navarre on play action. Looks down the middle of the field. Wings it to the left side toward the Iowa sideline. It is incomplete. Antoine Allen with great coverage on Jason Avant. And Michigan must punt it away at the beginning of the game. But Michigan put 2 lightning quick touchdowns on the board before Iowa started to respond. Here comes, they almost faked the punt. They at least looked like it was a fake punt. And Finley got it off just in time. Again, he ran to the right looking for a hole, and the Hawkeyes almost blocked it in the person of Matt Malloy. He may have got a piece of it.
He got a piece of it.
The odds are almost in Iowa's favor that they've got to get a turnover here pretty quick. Hawks go with a tight formation, a tight end wing to the right. On play action, here is Chandler throwing it away, almost intercepted. Second down and 10 from the Iowa 27. Here's Chandler. They fake the reverse handoff to Russell. He tries to get to the outside, but there's just no hole there. Jensen got shoved back, as did Gallery and Rothwell. Calvin Davis, who's had a big day, and Eric McCullum. Cervantes, a lone running back. Blitz coming. Chandler runs away from it, throws on the run, and overthrows a wide open Edgar Cervantes at the 35. Scott McClintock with pressure, and Bradley must punt it away again. And does, and booms a big one. Backing Breston up to his own 30. He runs away from Townsend, runs out of another tackle, and Townsend catches him from behind. Slowed down by Mike Follett and Townsend. Then Townsend ran him down Preston gets back to the 35-yard line. 14-0 lead early. The Hawks have come storming back. Navarre back to pass. Fires it right side for a short gain. Florida State. Here's Navarre back to pass on second down. 2nd and 8. Wings it over the middle. It is incomplete. Picked off. There's the turnover. Antoine Allen has it. He's at the 40 of Michigan. 35-yard line. Squirts through a hole. Still going. Down at the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 Hawkeyes. A poor pass by Navarre.
And that is the outback takeback of the game.
Poor pass by Navarre. The receiver was wide open, and he threw it behind Edwards, who got drilled as the ball arrived, and he deflected it right into Antoine Allen's arms. Allen brought it from midfield to the Michigan 28. Now the Hawks have to cash in. Russell runs behind the right side, gets out of bounds at the Michigan 24. Hawks go with a tight end wing to the right, and Eric Jensen out of the eye. One wide out. That's Matt Malloy. Jensen goes in motion right to left. On the fake and the give to Russell. Chandler throws incomplete, intended for Malloy on a crossing pattern. And Iowa looks at 3rd down. Check that. That's Mike Follett. To the right is Calvin Davis, who has a touchdown grab. They run Russell through the whole left side. First down, still going. 15, 13-yard line. Freddie Russell, just such a determined run that time by the Little Deuce.
What a gutsy call. 3rd and 6. You're thinking pass.
At the Michigan 13, Hawks trying to cash in on the turnover with 7:19 to go 3rd quarter, and Michigan leading 20-17. Russell runs the left side. Big hole. 10. He's at the 5, 4, goal line. Touchdown. No, he's out of bounds. Out of bounds just shy of the pylon. He dove for the pylon. The ball grazed the pylon as he went over. Thought I saw the touchdown sign, but the official said he's out of bounds just inside the 2.
Just a great effort, and it's something that Nate Chandler saw at the line of scrimmage. He called that at the line of scrimmage, and the Hawks got the corner right away.
A backup linebacker's playing a lot today. He gets credit for the tackle. 2nd and goal at the Michigan 3 on play action. Chandler can't find anybody open, and he stumbles. He's sacked and stumbles to the 7-yard line. Cervantes the only running back. Chandler's in there. They throw that pop fly pass to the end zone, and nobody there.
Well, it's uncatchable. He got held, but it's uncatchable. For some reason, Chandler decided to go inside. Scott Chandler went inside. He's got to stay outside on that throw.
This to tie the game with 5:43 to go in the 3rd period. The snap, the spot by Bradley. The kick is right down central. And the Hawkeyes have caught Michigan at 20 with 5:40 to play, 3rd period. And there's the signal, the run up, the approach by Kading, and the kick. It's a side winding line drive, and Preston mishandles it in the end zone. He better get on it, and now does.
I think Michigan's going to try to run the ball, give him a chance to settle down.
Here comes Perry. Nope, play action. They run the fake to Perry. The pass in the left flat to the tight end, Massaquoi, and down he goes. That Matt Roth has got some of the most unbelievable close down speed. Got to believe they're looking for him here on 2nd and long. Nope, they're looking to the right side. And Navarre flips it to Perry out of the backfield, and he gains 5 or 6. 3 wideouts to the left side for the Wolverines. No running backs. They wing Perry to the right side. Edwards goes in motion, and Navarre's looking left. As he passes left, incomplete. The ball might have been deflected at the line of scrimmage. Jared Klaus came barreling through. Avant was the intended receiver. Skittish with the feet and the quick throws if he senses pressure, whether it's there or not. Here comes Finley. Runs that fake punt again, and it's blocked. But it blocked right back to Finley. Finley's tackled. Iowa ball. 1st and 10 at the Michigan 13-yard line. Chris Smith on the block. Chris Smith on the block. I'll be doggone if they didn't go to it again. What are they thinking?
I don't know. And you know what? They absolutely tackled the Hawkeye who was going to tackle him. And then a second Hawkeye came up and knocked the ball away. It's unbelievable that Smith that got through there.
We're going to get back to Outback in just a minute. Now the Hawkeyes try to cash in on another Michigan turnover. Here's Chandler. Gives to Russell. Looking left side. Squirts inside the 15. They spot the line of scrimmage as the 15, not the 13. Michigan going with some fresh troops, and now they're showing safety blitz. So Chandler stands up, signals another play. It may be a fake, maybe just a... he's going to the end zone here as he lobs it for Ramon Ochoa, and it's well out of bounds. No chance to catch that ball. Iowa 2 for 11 on 3rd down. Time to change that trend. They run it straight ahead for Russell, and he gains a yard, and that's it. Clearly, the Hawks have decided to go for the field goal and the lead. And they're about to face the Iowa defense again as Kading will run up and approach the ball and boot another one downfield. And this one's deeper than the last one. Sidewinding end over end. Breston goes out the back of the end zone with it, and it's another Hawkeye touchback. 3 wideouts for the Wolverines. They run straight ahead to Perry. He runs through the arms of Howard Hodges, but that slowed him down enough that Greenway and Hodge and Kloss and others got there. Twin receivers to the right. That's Breston and Braylon Edwards. And Navarre's looking that way. Fires to the sideline. It is caught, but he is out of bounds. Braylon Edwards. Heck of a catch by Edwards. Chicky Giazzi on the coverage. Iowa 23, Michigan 20. Navarre backs away from center. Looks to the left side. Has a man. That's Breston wide open at the 35-yard line of Iowa. And he scoots up to the 30 near the 40. Michigan with room to operate. Navarre want to throw again. Pump short. Looks long. They're picking on Chicky Giazzi. Here comes a throw down the sideline. Incomplete. Heck of an effort by Braylon Edwards. Offset eye for Michigan. And Navarre's back to pass again. Looking down the middle, and he throws the ball away. He was about to go down under the grasp of Matt Neibauer, and he threw the ball at the feet of Chris Perry. One running back is Perry. Back to pass is Navarre. Klaus gets penetration. He steps up, gets rid of the ball. It is incomplete. Out of bounds, incomplete. And the Hawks have held again. Preston and Edwards ended up on the same side of the field. And the Hawks have the punt block on again. They're sending everybody but one. Now he steps forward and punts this one away. And it's a good one. Ochoa backing up at his own 15. Has it at the 16. Tries to run to the right side, and he's tripped up. He would have had decent running room, but McClintock, that linebacker, has been a real thorn in the Hawks' side all afternoon. And Chandler, Scott Chandler to the right. 2 tight ends, 2 wideouts. Russell straight ahead running. Squirts through a hole. 20, 25-yard line. Shy of the 27. Close to a first down. 2nd and 2 in the waning seconds of the 3rd quarter. Here's Russell. Jammed up at the line of scrimmage, then runs through a hole. He's loose. Midfield. 45, 43-yard line of Michigan. There's the big running play Fred Russell's been looking for all day. Only Ernest Shazor turned him inside and saved the touchdown.
Well, I can tell you what, Iowa's never had a back like Freddie Russell. He was dead. He was dead 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 2 guys went right over the top of him. He spun around. The next thing you know, he makes it into a 50-yard gain.
34 yards, Edward J. to be exact. You can hold him down for a long time, but you can't hold him down forever. Out of the eye, 1st and 10. Here comes Russell. No, again, play action. Chandler throws it over the middle. It is incomplete, almost picked off. They wing Jensen, the tight end, to the left. Ball on the far side hash. The Hawks approach the south end zone. Last play of the 3rd quarter. On play action, Chandler rolls out, fires upfield. Incomplete, picked off. Over the intended receiver, followed. Oh, he had him open, and Michigan picked it off. Marlon Jackson, the safety, was beaten on the play, but Nate Chandler just missed a wide open tight end. Here we go. 4th quarter starting. Iowa 23, Michigan 20. Hand off to Perry. Looks over left guard. Nothing there. Cuts it back to the right.
That'll
now a flag finally is dropped. 1st and 20. Navarre retreats from center. Babineau gets pressure. Navarre throws it to the sideline. Caught out of bounds. Up at the 35 by Steve Breston. Is Calvin Bell just into the game. They run that way. Perry shoots through a hole and gains a couple. Steering his wide receivers into position. Breston goes in motion. They give it to Breston. They try to run the slot flanker reverse, and it goes for 3 yards, no more. Michigan will be 3 yards shy of a first down. That widespread punt coverage form by Michigan. Here come the Hawkeyes. Chris Smith almost got there again. Finley gets rid of it, and it goes out of bounds. Not a very good punt. It goes out of bounds upfield at the Iowa 23-yard line. At their own 23-yard line.
I'd like to see the reverse. Run the reverse.
Here's Russell running around left end. Goes through a hole. Crosses the 25, 30, 33-yard line. That's an Iowa first down. 1st and 10. The ball just beyond the 33 of the Hawkeyes. Chandler with a quick 3-step drop. Fires up the near sideline intended for Calvin Davis. Twin wideouts to the right for the Hawkeyes. Calvin Davis to the bottom of the field. Chandler fakes on the give to Russell. Comes back to Davis. And he gains a yard perhaps. Boy, Michigan had 2 or 3 defenders right around Davis.
You're right, defensive backs can see. That's what
they could see that, and Davis was covered up. Here comes a blitz. He gets rid of the pass, does Chandler, but not for a first down. Calvin Davis jumped up and caught it across the 40. Is camped at his own 20. Here comes Bradley's kick. It is a beauty again. Drives Breston back to the 15. Starts up the middle of the field and then heads to the far sideline, but he's dropped before he can get out of his stance. Single receivers both ways for Michigan. Navarre straight back in the pocket. Deep drop. Nobody's open. Now he's hammered down at the 15-yard line by Jared Kloss. He and Roth were there, and Kloss got him. He tattooed him.
I'll tell you, all 4 of the defensive linemen were in there. Howard Hodges I think is the one that made him step up.
Edwards goes in motion toward the wide side of the field. Navarre back to pass again on play action. Looks right, comes back left. Has his man, the tight end Massaquoi. 3 wideouts, 2 to the top of the field. 1 running back is Perry. And Navarre dances away from center again. Here comes the rush. Steps up in the pocket, fires to the sideline. It's caught.
Short.
Bobbled. It doesn't
They
make
said
any
he dropped
difference.
it.
Yep, bobbled it out of bounds in front of the Iowa bench. Back to punt is Finley. He's had 1 blocked here in the second half. That's led to the Iowa go-ahead field goal.
Oh, it's a line
this
drive.
Is a line drive. This is returnable. Ochoa takes it at his own 25, 30, heads for the far sideline, 35, 40.
Oh, they're going to call an illegal block.
45-yard line. But a flag back upfield, as Eddie alluded to. 9:39 to go in the game, and the Hawks leading 23-20. Here's Chandler, turns and hands to Russell, but nowhere to run. 9 minutes to go at this snap. Iowa 23, Michigan 20. 2nd and long. Cervantes goes in motion. Navarre's looking his way. Gets it to him, but he can't hang on to it as he crossed the 20. A drop. Cervantes kept back in for blocking purposes, and back to pass is Chandler. Nobody open over the middle. Now he runs right, throws. Caught by Eric Jensen, the tight end. That's a Hawkeye first down up at the 44-yard line. Oh, that offense just grew up a whole bunch.
Oh, that is huge because there was nobody open when Chandler wanted to get rid of the ball, and he bought a little bit of time by rolling out to the right. Jensen found the soft spot, and Nathan Chandler showed the strength of his arm.
2nd down along 3 as he got nearly 7. Here he comes looking at the left side. Nothing there. Reverses motion again back to the right and gets back to at least the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and less than 2. Chandler hands off to Cervantes. He tries to bull his way for the first down. Keeps fighting. Keeps fighting. He may have it. I think he has it.
He did it.
Oh, my goodness.
Unbelievable.
What an effort by Cervantes, but I want to see who he gets off of. Robert Gallery and Eric Rothwell. He got 3, needed a couple, and Iowa has a fresh set of downs. That's a chain mover. Ball at the Michigan 45. Russell straight up the middle for a couple, no more. 6 minutes to go in the game. Eric McCullum, the true freshman, goes in motion. Chandler's looking that way as he rolls out right. Now jump passes to the far side. Twin wideouts to the right side for the Hawkeyes.
Here comes Michigan.
Back
Full
to
blitz.
pass is Chandler over the middle. Caught. First down. Eric Jensen again. My, is it good to see the tight end back in the Iowa offense.
Well, and so he's got a linebacker covering him.
Right now it's 1st and 10. But the Hawkeyes have burned all their timeouts. Double tight end set here. Chandler rolls right on play action. Wants it all. Goes to the end zone for Ochoa. Caught! Touchdown, Iowa! Touchdown, Iowa! There are no flags. It is a touchdown. I was going to say, if they reverse this one, I'd fear for my safety up here. There were no flags. They had to question whether or not Ochoa had control of the football. And the ball was punched out of his grasp well after he had crossed the goal line. I don't know what in the world they were looking at, but the Hawkeyes get the touchdown.
They were checking our blood pressure.
5:16 to go in the ball game. Iowa 30 and Michigan 20. 4.5 minutes squeezed off the clock.
That's exactly right.
Now that defense will have an opportunity to come out and hold again as Breston fields it 2 yards deep in the end zone. Kading's kick. Breston necktied as he crosses the 10. Oh, what a hit by Pascal. Out of the shotgun. Navarre back to pass. Looks short. Nobody open. Down he goes. The ball came out momentarily, but I think Michigan's on it. Matt Roth with the sack.
And that was a coverage sack because Navarre had plenty of time to throw the ball.
Looked long, nobody was open, wanted to come short, and by that time Roth was on him. Loss of 4. Back to the end zone. Navarre retreats, fires left side, it's caught. Caught out there by Bell at the 19. He's wrestled out of bounds by Grant Steiner. Down at 4. Navarre exclusively from the shotgun with 4 receivers. Hawks get pressure. Navarre steps up in the pocket, fires, caught. Caught near midfield by Jason Avant. He's been a thorn in the Iowa side. Igiazi on the tackle. And it's up to the 44, 1st and 10. Now they run the draw out of the shotgun with Perry. And he bangs his way to midfield.
The draw, the linebackers are 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, good time for an interception. Here's Navarre, wings it to the near sideline. Avant dropped the ball. Oh, he looked Chad Greenway right in the eyes before he looked the football in, and he dropped it at the 45 of Iowa. That stops the clock. Carl Tabb out there with him. Back to pass. Michigan floods the field with receivers. Navarre fires left side, caught by Avant again. And he has the first down at the Iowa 42. It's a gain of 8. They needed 4.
Hawks are Even if they score here, we'll get the ball back.
Navarre back to pass again. He's looking down the middle of the field. Fires to the end zone. Has a man open. It's caught. Touchdown, Michigan. Braylon Edwards. The quick strike Michigan offense. Braylon Edwards got behind the safety. Chick Ejiazi was in the neighborhood along with Sean Considine. And Navarre had time to throw. And he cleared right to the post. And he put it on his numbers. 42 yards and the touchdown for the Wolverines. And that quiets the sold-out crowd. Just like that, Michigan, unable to do anything with the Iowa defense in the second half, comes right back, answers the Iowa touchdown with one of its own. 30-26, still 3:40 to go in the football game. And the all-important point after attempt right through. 30-27. Roy Nienberg will approach and kick for Michigan. Now they appear to be settled down. Here comes the boot, and it's just a little pop fly that's returnable for Ramon Ochoa. Takes it at his own 12, straight up the middle of the field. 15, 20, 25, still going. They push the pile to near the 30-yard line. Nice return by Ramon Ochoa. 8 to play in the game. The hand to Russell. He tries to go over the left side. Finds a hole momentarily with two tight ends, Follett and Jensen. Chandler with one running back, Russell. The give is to Freddie Russell. They blitz. Russell avoids one linebacker and squirts through for a couple yards. As the Hawkeyes.
Jensen's in a right double.
Oh,
tight.
You're right. Double tights to the right
fullback.
side. All right, here we go. 3rd down and almost 2. 3rd down and 2. Chandler in under center. Brian Ferentz. Chandler rolls out to his right. He avoids the blitz on the run. Now he wants to come back to the left. Nothing doing, and he's going to be sacked. About a 3-yard loss. He wanted to come back to the far sideline to Jensen after he rolled out to the right, but Michigan had it covered well. And now the Hawkeyes will have to punt it away with 2:55 to go in the game. Here comes Bradley's punt. He needs a good one, and he gets one. Backing Steve Breston up to his own 12. Breston, who hasn't broken one all day, fights his way back across the 25 to the 27, and that's where Michigan will put it in play. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. With 2:44 to go in the game. 4 wideouts for the Wolverines. Navarre in the shotgun fires to a wide open Carl Tabb. He's across the 40 to the 42. That's a gain of 15 and a 1st and 10. All right. Out of the shotgun again. Navarre looks left. Fires that way. Has Edwards. They give him a big cushion. He's out of bounds at midfield. 4 receivers again, and Navarre using exclusively the shotgun formation. Hands off to Perry on the draw, and he's got running room. He's at the Iowa 40. Look out. He's up the sideline and out of bounds.
Offside on the defense. Holding
on the offense. So we have offsetting penalties. Kevin Worthy has come into the game. Out of the nickel package, they run the same play. The draw to Perry. He gets away from Roth and then stumbles forward. Roth tripped him up enough as he gets to the 48 of Iowa.
So now you got 3rd and a yard.
3rd and 1. Well, it's 4 down territory. 2 minutes to go in regulation. And Navarre just bulldozes ahead for the 1st down. Pearson, the center, snaps it back in the shotgun. Navarre retreats to his own 45. Looks long, now comes back short, and it's caught.
Caught. Good. That's good. He caught it.
He caught it
for a short gain.
A gain of about 3 or 4. Minute 34 to go in the game. Iowa 30, Michigan 27. Here's a snap to the shotgun quarterback again. Navarre looks left. Now throws to the sideline. It is overthrown. Intended for Tabb. Merrick was there. Chris Smith fell down, or he may have had a shot at an interception. Out of the shotgun, Navarre takes a deep drop. Now steps up in the pocket. Looks. Nobody's open right. Goes back left, and it's over the head of the intended receiver, Edwards. He and Avant were in the same area.
Boy.
Iowa had good coverage, and Michigan is down to its final bullet. 4th down and 7. Perry, the lone running back. 3 wideouts to the left side. 1 tight end for Navarre. Out of the shotgun. 4th down and 7.
It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. 5-yard penalty.
The snap clock runs out.
The crowd did it. The crowd, man, he could not get any information in his receivers. Did you see that?
His tackle stood up twice to try and read his lips and couldn't do it. Now it's 4th down and 12. Same formation, 3 wides, 1 tight end. Navarre on the shotgun. Here's the snap. He's back to pass. Looks down the middle of the field. Wants to throw left. Now does. It is incomplete. Incomplete. Deflected away by Antoine Allen. The receiver ran it down and in, and Navarre threw it to the sideline. And once again, the crowd confuses the Wolverines.
Listen to that crowd.
John Navarre 0 for 5 and soon to be 0 for 6 against ranked teams on the road.
Great statistic there. Old Gary Dolphin, my buddy boy.
I was afraid to use it until that last incompletion. Chandler takes a knee, and there's 1 minute left to go. Iowa hasn't beaten Michigan in back-to-back years since 1984-85. This game today had an aura of that 85 game where it came down to the end before Rob Houtland put the final nail in the Wolverine coffin in a battle of number 1 versus number 2. Chandler takes another knee, and with 25 seconds to go, they don't have to snap it again, and the Hawks